That's me. BMG.
Hey everybody, it's Benji, better known as Moiciara, and I am extremely late, you guys, with this video. And I apologize. The only reason why I was so late is because it was extremely hot here in Chicago, and I couldn't get glam. I could not film. I am so sorry because I was like on the road. We're doing these reviews for Married at First Sight and for Put a Ring on It. So these are late, but I felt like I couldn't end it without trying to stay consistent. So I'm gonna zip it and get right into pretty much the last 2 episodes of Put a Ring on It. So with Put a Ring on It, child, them last 2 episodes, but the reunion, alright. So I got my notes up here, child, and I'm gonna say this, like, first off with Erica and Jessica, like, I didn't know if they were gonna make it. I follow Jessica on social media, so I'm not as current as in like their relationship status like as of right now today, but I do know that they were still engaged and stuff like that, because you know how it is, like the reunion be so heightened that, you know, things just kind of like take a turn or tumble after the show is completely going on. Let's see, Eric went on his date. Hold on. No. And Jessica was upset. So let's rewind that back to Eric forgetting to acknowledge her on Mother's Day, which was a big thing. And I don't blame her because I think she has 2 kids. I think he got 2 kids too. So it's kind of weird. Like, why wouldn't you acknowledge your woman, your wife, your soon-to-be wife, girlfriend, whatever, on Mother's Day? Like, and he said he kind of made it up for it later, but it was just a little too after the fact. And sis was kind of like tuned out to it. She decides to go on her 4th date with Sean. I liked that young man. His energy, like, I don't know, you know, sometimes like on reality shows and stuff like that, sometimes you can't always read the man's energy, because I feel like it's either one thing, they're talking because they're horny, or 2, they're talking because they know this is a show and they want to, you know, get a bigger audience and platform through social media and stuff like that. So sometimes it just kind of be a little weird. But I don't know, he really seemed like he was really feeling Jessica. I know it probably wasn't in the cards for them to be together, but it was just, yeah, it was a lot of things. So I think I got in here, Eric and Jessica were going tit for tat. Like, he only accepted the date to go on the other day. What was the lady name? Leilani. I think it was Leilani. I think that was the lady's name. He decided to go on a date because she accepted to go on a date with Sean. That's all he pretty much did. And Miss Leilani, honey, I mean, all the touching and feeling and stuff like that, like, I don't know. It's just, that's the thing about Put a Ring on. I really enjoy the show, but I feel like it's a lot as a human to put yourself in the lion's den, to be at a place where you are being touched and filled on when you're in a committed relationship. That's a lot to do, and I gotta give it to Dr. Nicole, because honey, she makes this stuff look easy week after week after week. She really does. So I also got boom, right, they had the intimate date in the sock room, and it was real intimate. Like, they had the tube socks on. It was a real intimate. Jessica mentioned about how her mother was, like, you know, has affected their relationship because she wasn't there. She was adopted or taken in, I believe, by her auntie or grandmother, I think by a relative, if I'm not mistaken. And she was saying how, like, that has affected her or what have you, and how Eric should, right, make things right with his mother. And he was just saying, like, he always feel like he's giving and giving and giving or whatever, and his mother's always like, you know, and another thing and another thing and another thing. And he feel like he's tired of working on trying to mend that relationship and stuff like that, which I get it. You know, as a child, you always want to feel like you're going above and beyond as far as in helping your parents or whatever. and then you reach a certain plateau in your life as an adult where you feel like you've done what you can, and it's either they're going to, help pursue and push this through, or they're not, and you just can't do anything about it until the man above brings some things in order to get things in order for you guys to move into being a better place. That's the best way to say it, y'all. That's all I could really say. She mentioned how she was mixed or whatever. I didn't know that. I didn't get that. I didn't get that she was mixed with. She had a white mother and a black father. I didn't get that. And they had a real breakthrough when they were sitting down talking about like how they need to move forward. I really liked that. I felt like throughout the whole show, this was the first time they had like a real moment where they were talking about their relationship and not picking at it, so they could be better within their relationship, which was a good thing. I really liked it that. What else I got in here? This is so ghetto, y'all. I really apologize, but I made these notes for the episodes like weeks ago, but like I said, it was just so hot and I just could not do it. Right, and that's what Jessica said, which I'm sure a lot of women can relate to this. Like a lot of times men express their love out of anger, which is a very bad trait. Come here, you want to say hi? Say hey. Say hey. Say hey. Hey y'all. Hey. I feel like it's a very bad trait because you don't never really know when the love is sincerely genuine. Like it shouldn't take us to get into this big blowout and you don't harbor all these feelings or whatnot, and then you want to finally, spill all your guts and your feelings out about our relationship. Like I feel like that becomes a problem, and with that becoming a problem, I just feel like you just never really know, and sometimes you just have to be like, what are we doing here? Because I don't want to keep going in that cycle of constantly repeating where, okay, I know he's going to build up. I know he's going to get to this place. And then we're going to have this moment, because it's going to get tiring. And definitely going into being married, because like marriage and engagement is totally two different things from playing house as boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm just saying. Right. Okay, so it kind of went off when they was leaving. They had sat down with Dr. Nicole, episode, I believe 8. I believe it's episode 8 I'm talking about. They had left, and then him and Jessica was in the car, and they was talking pretty much, having small talk about what had just happened and about their love language. And he says love language was such, and he said when it comes to real communication, he's not focused. And when it comes to real, like he was saying, his love language is touch. And sometimes like touch, the love language of touch becomes, small to having conversations and communication. And that's something that Jessica feel like is strongly lacking within their relationship. This is why I said, y'all, I didn't know if they were going to make it to that next place, because I feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like they were able to really prosper or grasp that place where they need to be as far as in getting to the next steps of putting a ring on it. But yeah, so I'm sorry, y'all. At this, all right, the girls went to go look for a wedding dress. Like, I mean, pretty much the last episode was pretty much like a wrap up. They went to go look for the wedding dress. The men went to go try and look for the rings they wanted to pick out for their bride. They didn't show them trying on no tux or nothing, did they? No, I don't think they did. No, they didn't. But yes, the ladies went to go try on their wedding dresses. Boom, boom, boom. Sean and LaRonda. Now, remind you, I was really in Sean's ass because, like I said, I still feel that same way. Like, I feel like he probably had an undercover past or something of that nature or whatever. I really do. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really feel like, somewhere in his life there probably was some interest in men. I could be wrong. It's just my preference of how I feel about it. So anyway, Oh, LaRonda. She went on that date with that fine. That man was fine. Ugh, Lord have mercy. I can't. What's his name? Derek. That's what. That's what his name was. I just feel like he was too older for her. I mean, no, he wasn't older for her. I just think she wasn't in a place where she could commit to an older gentleman. Boom. I don't think she could do that. She just wasn't in that place because she still loves Sean. And ain't nothing wrong with that. She loved that man. But they both decided that they didn't want to go on dates no more with the people. Like, he didn't want to go on dates with Brittany. She didn't want to go on no more dates with him. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. LaRonda did go on another date. She did go on another date with him, but then that was her last date. Like, they both decided they didn't want to go on no more dates with him because they wanted to wind down and focus on putting the ring on it. And then, you know, Sean had a moment where he was talking to Dr. Nicole, where he was talking about his father and them breaking through. And like she was saying, like, you know, you moving on and moving forward from the relationship with your father doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be stuck in that place. Like, you can still grow. You know, you don't have to be, you know, stagnant because of the relationship we're in, which she couldn't have gave him the most basic and normal advice for him to take, so he could kind of like utilize it in a way that it could be effective for him, so he won't continue to be so stagnant in the relationship with LaRonda, because clearly that's pretty much how their relationship has been. And I feel like, obviously, yet again, this isn't the situation that's going to be fixed overnight, but for the majority of them moving forward, I really feel like Dr. Nicole gave them the best advice she probably could give them. Give him, I mean, on TV that wasn't be so personal, because clearly his father wasn't there. Like, his father wasn't in this process. So, I mean, she gave him the best advice she could give. All right. The proposals was real cute. Eric had set up like some photo shoot or something, and he set it all up, and then Jessica went to go change, came back, he got on the knee, real cute. I like the Sean's better because they was at the skating ring, and it was so nice. That was so sweet. I was like, oh. And then the family came out. It was really nice, really nice. All right, the girls went to go visit Alexia, and she discussed Darian the dog. That's what I'm calling him, Darian the dog. Ruff, ruff, ruff. We're going to get to all that when I get to the reunion part of this. So, here we go with the reunion, child. Here we go with the reunion. Here we go. I gotta sit up. I gotta give me a stool, y'all, because this chair, it just ain't got that support like I need to when I need to get into the camera mode. Like, Okay, the reunion. Everybody looked nice. Alexia looked nice. Darian looked a fool, looking like he was ready for Easter Sunday. Eric's suit looked too small. Eric's suit looked, I don't know, like he be dressing like a little man. I can't describe it, y'all. But I'm sure somebody's gonna watch this to know what I mean when I say he dressed like a small man. I can't express it, but y'all know what I'm saying. Dr. Nicole had some Jessica looked nice and LaRonda looked nice. Oh, right. Sean looked really nice. I don't know who got his suit for him. I don't know. LaRonda picked it out, but baby, excellent thing. They did good. Dr. Nicole had some words about the show because Egypt was the host, and she asked her, she was like, the show is to set and to push yourself and manage yourself instead of trying to fix the other person. Like, a lot of times we go into relationships, y'all know how it is. Like, we want to fix the other person because it's just in our, like, it's in our nature a lot of times to walk into a relationship and we're not always equally yoked, and we want to kind of groom them and groom ourselves. It's like we want to do two things at once, and normally it just does not work that way because everyone's not going to be cooperative, So that's what she was saying. Like the focus is about putting a ring on it. It's not so much about getting to the end game or putting a ring on it, even though that's what the name of the show is, but more so about you, gaining those tools and utilizing them for your own gain, so you can kind of come out of all of this as a better person. Hold on. Oh, right, so James. Oof, I be forgetting about Sir James, y'all. Sir James, like, ooh. Okay. He looked like a man. That's what I put in here. He looked like a man. Brittany, right? Brittany stated how Sean offered to take her to Florida. Now, he know better than that. Why he try to do that? I don't know. Like, I don't know about that niceness stuff that Rhonda was talking about. He like to help everybody out and, not my man. Not my man. I put Derek is suave but true sexy, which we already stated that, honey. He could get it. Okay. And LaRonda stated how Derek could be a candidate if Sean wasn't in the picture. And I don't know why I felt like that was such a grown-up answer. I was like, okay, girl, I'll see your girl. That was a real grown-up. It was a really grown-up answer. I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Oh, child. Okay, Alexia and Darian. Ugh. Alexia, I put in here, Alexia said they wouldn't have been engaged if it wasn't for Kai. If it wasn't for the closure meeting with Kai. Darian claimed it wouldn't. He would have told her, and they probably would have run off into, the abyss as far as them being together. Hold on, y'all, because I'm reading and Darian claimed that they weren't having sex. Him and Alexia, or whatever. So I'm like, okay, you've been with this woman how long? So even if y'all wasn't having sex, does that mean that you have the right to go and cheat and practically start a whole nother relationship? Because in all honesty, that's what he really did, y'all. He really started a whole nother relationship. But then Alexis, she put all the sauce on it. The sauce. Hold on. And Alexia said she had a feeling that he was cheating. Woman's intuition, whatever. Boom. He said he slept with Kai more than once. And then Alexia said something about him saying that Kai took her clothes off in the parking lot. So at this point, I was trying to reserve a little judgment for Kai because clearly it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. But sis, what do we do? Like, was the dick that needed that you felt like, hey boo, was the dick that needed that you felt like you had to strip in the parking lot? Like, you just putting, like, you trying to show, like, oh, look, I'm such a nasty girl. I'm so risque. I don't care. I'm gonna, like, what? Like, what are we doing in 2021? Or if this show was recorded in 2020, but I think it was recorded in 2021. What are we doing? What are we, was it worth it? Was it worth it? I don't think so, sis. Okay. Anyway. And then Darian caught his stuff trying to do a role reversal and be like, oh, it was his decision. He ended the relationship. Clearly, clear as day, we see Alexia sitting there saying, nah, it's a wrap. We deuces, peace, bye, scram, get on, or whatever. So I'm like, what is he talking about? It made absolutely no sense. So then, y'all know Kai coming out because Kai got to say her piece. Um, he says he slept with Kai more than once. My bad, y'all. I'm overreading. Then, right. Oh, yeah, he was being a complete ass. He wanted to discredit their relationship for the 14 years. He was just being so nasty, so rude, talking about some. I don't remember, y'all, because it's been a few weeks, but I do know he was just like, oh, that doesn't mean anything. 14 years don't mean anything. I'm not the only try to pull out. Oh, I'm not the only one who's did this, did that, yada yada yada. Now, men is when they're guilty, they gotta try to get the shovel in from every angle to try to make you feel as bad as they know the role that they played in the mess. Kai comes out, y'all. Kai spoke on how she felt about Darian and asked him about dating and how he started a relationship with her. All right, they was together. Oh yeah, that was the kicker, y'all. They were together. So after the show went off, they were together. So the issue was that she felt she didn't know everything that he had discussed with Alexia. Meaning like it would have been a possibility that they could have still been together. Like that's that, and that kind of was like the monkey wrench. She had to look at him sideways, like, "Oh, I didn't know this. I'm in the dark. I'm completely, in the dark about what's going on between you two." And then Egypt had asked her, and you could tell she was looking like, "I know the fuck this." She was tuned out but tuned in, and I was looking like, child. So she got up. Made her. Oh no, Egypt had asked her how many times they had sex as well. Child, we don't know what the truth is. At this point, I feel like it was either 3 or 4 or more. Because if she was coming there, because Kai even said it. Let me see, I put that in the notes. All right, Kai, she sure did say she ain't feel like she did anything wrong. How you don't feel like you did anything wrong, sis? Like, that makes absolutely no sense. Like, clearly this man was in a relationship, and of course he played a part, but you played a part in it too, girl. Right, that she was just a rebound. That Kai was just a rebound for Darian. And baby, I'm like, see, you probably thought that you was the chosen one, but you don't know. And he said no, that she was. No, my bad. I think he did say that. He said something like that on the couch before she came out. And then he got asked about it. And then, she was looking stupid. She was looking like, what? Yeah. Anyway, y'all, I don't really even know what to say. Basically about with Put a Ring On, I feel like this was a really good season. A little bit more dramatic than the first season, most definitely, all the way. Child, y'all, I don't even know what to say. Because clearly, like I said, I just feel like going on a show like that takes a lot of balls. I don't know if I could do it. I'm going to keep it honest with you, even if I was in that limbo stage, because clearly if I'm in that limbo stage, it's either like we got to shit or get off the pot. We got to make some decisions. Something has to be done. So we can avoid going on a show like that, because 14 years is a long time. I'm just glad that Alexia is in a better place. Like, for real, like she's doing her own thing, and Derek can stay wherever he at in those Atlanta streets, doing whatever and whomever. Congratulations to Eric and Jessica and Sean and LaRonda. Hopefully they're able to actually get some dates going and get married and stuff like that. Overall, I mean, it was a pretty good season. It kept all of us entertained more than we ever thought. I was just praying that Alexia didn't stay with Darian. After the whole Kai stuff started rolling, I was like, please don't let us go. Please don't. Like, girl, you endured enough. Move on. And she did. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Stay tuned. I have some more videos coming out soon. It won't be a delay anymore. The weather is finally, in my lane, in my comfort zone, so these videos should start rolling out over the next couple of a week or what have you. Just be patient with me on. That's all I ask. And until next time, y'all.